going to have a look at something along these lines here. So I've used that beautiful, I'll bring the die in next to it, that gorgeous winter wreath. And again, it says winter wreath, you know, they're very much the theme running through this collection. That although it's called Enchanted Christmas, I think there's a lot of scope for using it at other points in the year as well. So like this one, very much a winter wreath, but if you did it in sort of craft card and things like that, you'd get an autumnal element to it. So lots of moving around with it. So I'm going to demo this for you. I'm going to do it in a different colourway so that it looks different for you. So let me pop that to one side. I've got my Gemini at the ready. We'll take the die out of the packet here because I want to cut this and show you what it looks like. I've got my Gemini plates at the ready and I'm going to cut it out of that gorgeous, let me see if I can get this, just a piece that I've cut, but look at the shine on that there. That's that beautiful black mirror card, absolutely gorgeous. You can see it just catching the light there. So we're going to cut that wreath out of there. So I'm going to pop it onto my Gemini plate. We'll stick it down with a little bit of low tack tape just so that I don't lose it. And then I'm going to run that through my Gemini. I don't think we need to cut anything else because I've got 1 or 2 pieces prepared. So just my standard cutting sandwich there then. And then we're going to pop it through. A lot of these dies are appropriate to go through your junior as well. There's nothing massive in there. Even the frame that I'm going to use in a second will go through your Gemini Junior, or if you've got the smaller machines out there. So it doesn't have to be the big one. I just happen to have this one out today with me. So let's just take those plates off then and have a look at that beautiful wreath. So we'll just get rid of those for a second. Take the excess off from round there. And I've got my pokey tool handy just to get the tape off there. And all the little release holes in the back will just allow you to pop this out. So you can see, you know, the majority of that has just been left in the die, which we can dispose of afterwards. But look how that's cut out there. If I pop it on here, you can see a bit better. Absolutely beautiful. So that's going to be the center of my design. So let's bring in the layers that we've got going then. So I'm starting off with a 7x7 card blank. I've got a matten layer there just in plain black cardstock, and then I've used just one of the pieces from the paper pad with that all over pattern, and I've stamped in the center there with one of the stamps from that little acrylic stamp set which says Winter Wonderland. So let's just use my tape pen to stick those together. So we've got our double-sided tape pen there, nice and easy for sticking paper layers together. Give it a flick just to break that adhesion on there, and it's as good as anything. It's got a nice strong taping. So we're going to layer that one up onto the black. Let me just see if I can just excuse my head while I just look at the there we go. And then I'm still going to carry on with my tape pen on the back there, just to have a look. And that one's going to go on the front, and I'm going to do it sort of with the fold at the top, so it's like a tent style design this time. So again, that's just matted and layered straight onto the front of the card. And then I want to stick this one on flat, so I'm going to use a little bit of my tacky glue for this. So I've got the small applicator bottle, but it's just my tacky glue in there that I've decanted, and it makes it a wee bit easier to be a bit more precise with it. So we just need a little bit. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. We'll just put a few little bits on so that it's secure. And then I've cut this wreath again in some silver glitter card. And I added, the only thing that I changed with my cutting was to add my metal shim for the silver layer. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. We've got that one in there, just give it a press down for it to grab. If I bring this one in now, you can see we've got exactly the same again, and it's cut beautifully just by adding the metal shim. So when I bring my Gemini plate in to start and work with, metal shim and then cut onto it with your glitter card cuts beautifully. So we've got that second layer, and I've just popped a few little foam pads on the back of here because I wanted to just give it a little bit of dimension. So we're just going to pop the backs off those pads And then this will just raise it up a little bit, not too much, but I do like a bit of dimension in cards. So pop those in there, and then I'm just going to rotate it slightly so that it's not covering up the one underneath. So just turn it as you need it so that you can see both layers, and that one's going to stick on there. And then also in that set you get lots and lots of little embellishments. So we've got snowflakes, stars in different shapes and sizes. So I've run these through, brilliant for using up your little scraps of card that you have left. So if you've got little pieces of card left over, I always save those in a packet for this kind of thing, and then I've run it through my Xyron. So just to show you, it's actually the slightly bigger one, but this is what they look like, the Xyron machines. So I'm just going to take that top layer off there, and what it's done, it's made all these now into like little stickers for me. So they almost look like ready-made stickers. So again, I can just lift these off now, and I'm going to decorate now my wreath. So any combination, it doesn't really matter how they go on there. We can just sort of have a one here and there. We'll put a star on there as well. We'll have one or two on the outside. I cut plenty so that you can have a play there, and we'll just put one or two in and around just to add a bit of decoration. I've got another black one there. I've got some little tiny stars as well, absolutely gorgeous. And this is ideal for getting these onto your projects without having to worry about too much glue or it seeping out underneath. And again, you can add as much as you want, as much decoration there as you want. And then I've just done a little tiny bow there to go on the top of it. So I'm just going to pop that on with a bit of my tape runner there. At home, I would probably have used my hot glue gun, but I've not got it on today. So the tape runner is strong enough to hold that in place. So I will show you this one in a bit more detail. Just pop those to one side. We have got the blue version that I've just done there. That was the pink one there. And that's my first demo complete there then.